Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private session. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all instant this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like,
all right, we're here for some evening swole. That's right. Evening swole. Evening swole.
It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever.
Ask Papa Swolio coming right up. Let's see what's up today, fam. Hello, Ellen. Smoky Smoky. Welcome, welcome. Let's get into this party, shall we? Come on now. Let's get into this. Let's get into this shit. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 17 hundo and 50 dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. What is going on, you little leprechauns? Oh my... Whoa, what's going on, Falcon? Chill out. Well, fam, it is robe time. It's a robe kind of day, so welcome. No, the nips are out, but they're under this juicy robe. Feeling nice and comfy. Anyway, come on in. We're going to get this party started. A lot of you are coming in. I sent out, by the way, I don't know, just checking. I sent out the swole text a while ago. I don't think it went through. And I think it's because it's a late night swole. It's like 10:30, 10:40 right now. So I think that for some reason when I'm sending out a nice old swole text blast, I think because it's kind of late that the servers aren't going to send it because you could easily harass people with text messages or something like that. I think it probably just got flagged because it's a late night mass text. And I guess, I don't know, they don't think that you want to get texted at night. Of course you do. Of course you do. It's the fucking Daily Swole. Of course you want to get alerted. God damn it, swole text. Now, I think it probably got flagged. I think it probably got flagged because I don't think there's a lot of traffic. I don't think there's going to be a lot of traffic late at night on the texting, from all the towers going nuts with blasts from, how many people are going live right now sending out mass text messages? Just Papa Swolio and the fam. Just Papa Swolio and the fucking fam. And we're just getting started. I got a burp. Hold on. Oh.
Fucking Catalina wine.
Come on now.
It's the fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's just one of those days. It's one of those days and I'm feeling good. I'm excited because we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. So again, if you're watching, if you're brand new, make sure you smash the subscribe button live every day here on the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. But reminder, tomorrow we're not live here. Tomorrow we're not live publicly. If you want to join the Swole fam, Swolenormousx.com, you can get started for less than $5. And the reason is because what do we got tomorrow, fam? Come on.
What's in the box?
What do we got tomorrow? We got our accountability meeting is going live tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, our accountability meeting. Make sure you are there. And we will be going over some new releases. We got some awesome shit tomorrow. You don't want to miss out on that. So tomorrow's episode, it'll be streamed live inside Swole TV and also inside the private Facebook group. So make sure that if you're ready to join now. That way you don't miss tomorrow's episode. It's going to be fire. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. We got some awesome releases, and I'm stoked. Stoked to slap it down. And of course, if you have not yet checked out the Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, check us out. We got some other shows as well. We have the Swolenormous audio experience. We have the Swolenormous Procast. We got some new content on those platforms, as well as Red, White, and Swole. So you can watch wherever you like. And we got all the knowledge cock for your ear holes over there on the platform of your choice. Look at all those Papa Swolios. Look at all that awesomeness. Anyway, we got the Daily Swole, the Swolenormous audio experience, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast available wherever you like to bang your ear holes with amazing podcasts. You can actually also, I don't know how many of you use Audible, you can check out the Daily Swole on Audible as well. So if you want to minimize your apps, you can just use one or two things. You have your audiobooks, you have your podcast there. The podcasts are available everywhere. The Daily Swole is probably the most universally available one, but check it out. Ooh, Smoky, watching Papa on the 65-inch in 4K. How's the beard? Nice. How's that? How we got here?
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Up close and personal. Awesome. Love Swole Chat and Swole TV. Hell yeah, Michelle. Thank you. I'm stoked. Yeah, so we stream it. If you want to join, by the way, just in closing, because we're going to get into some questions right now, but we do stream privately now, and every single private episode, as often as possible, it's a double stream. So if you don't want to use Facebook, if you're trying not to use any of the social media platforms anymore, the private episodes are uploaded into Swole TV after, but also they are available for the stream. We have our own private chat as well, so you can be completely independent of all those things you're trying to cut down on, especially if you're trying to narrow down your environment. Community, pillar number one. Obviously, you want to make sure that you are keeping your environment clean, keeping your environment sharp, and not letting in all that fucking noise. You heard? So actually, we do have to bust this biche open, by the way. We do have to bust her open. We have to get this nut out. And then we're going to get right into some Q&A. So let's do that. Cover your nips and drop in the comments down below. If you got questions, you could start dropping them. You can start dropping the questions with the hashtag #AskPapaSwolio, but also, what did you smash today? Did you do yoga? Did you train? You lift heavy? You do some good old hip thrusts? What'd you do today? Drop in the comments down below, and some unicorns. Why not? The emojis of your choice, but let's get some peppermint tip in the comments. Here we go. The busting of the nut. Come on, Tessie. Put some respect on it. Yeah, biche. All right. Go to the fucking gym. Leo, get some help. Leo, please get some help. Get some freaking help. All right, let's see. Cerny, lower volume today. Was that too low? Was it not playing loud enough? For shame. Do we not get loud enough on the song? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. If it wasn't loud enough, I'll jack it up next time. I'll make sure it's loud enough for you, beaches. Okay, hopefully you're getting all the sounds loud enough. I think you do, but you never know. Maybe some setting is too low. Okay, let me know in the comments. All right, so go to the fucking gym. Hashtag GTTFG, and we'll take some questions right away. So drop a comment, drop a question with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio, and let's get right into it, shall we, biche? Let's see here. We got one. We'll get you started. We'll get it started. We'll see where you guys want to take it. I'll take it anywhere you want. That's what she said. Ha ha.
Come on, man.
Oh, sorry, Grandpa. Grandpapa. Great Grandpa. Great Grandpa. Hydrate. Too soon? Too soon? Too soon? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Cerny. Lower volume today. Oh, thank you. Wow. I sure know my programs well enough. I forgot lower volume today. I thought you said that during the song, so I thought you meant the volume was lower because sometimes I do adjust the audio settings because I'm fucking with it and I'm trying to always make it a little bit better and always kind of take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? And I thought you were talking about that lower volume. I get you. Lower volume, the workout lower volume. So lower body volume. Yeah. I get you. I get you. I'm there. I'm there.
He's heating up.
I'm heating up. I'm getting warmed up. We're getting this party started. Okay, so drop a question in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Of course. Let's take the first question from Shitstagram. This one is from RT Salad. As Mr. Miyagi says, RT Salad. What's the best workout to slim down abdomen body fat? Aha.
Matt Damon.
I have to. Hold on. I have to put the... I have to do a little Matt Damon. Anytime we're talking about cutting down belly fat, there is no best workout. There's really no best workout for most things, if not everything. There's no best exercise. There's no best food. There's no best because that's going to depend on the person, their goals, and what they need. Okay, so you just get that's an automatic Damon. That's nothing against you or your ancestors. It's nothing about you. It's not. Don't take it personally. This is an automatic Damon. You get an automatic Damon for talking about something being the best. There's pretty much a trigger for an automatic Damon for everything. There's really it depends on if I want to trigger it. Just I'll say it that way. So it's just an automatic Damon. Bottom line. The best workout to slim down, it's everything. It's all seven pillars. There's really no isolated thing. You can do crunches until you pass out. It's not necessarily just the nutrition. I would say if it is really, if you want to get rid of the body fat on top of it, it's one of the most important things to do is your nutrition, is to eat perfectly as possible. When I say perfectly, you know what I'm talking about, cutting down, minimizing inflammatory foods. We talked about this the other day. If you're cutting down carbohydrates and you're upping the healthy fats, the animal fats, and you are eating more fats and proteins, you're just cutting down the net carbs and minimizing, commonly inflammatory vegetables and things like that. It doesn't mean you can't have any, but if you cut down the net carbohydrates, the starchy carbs and the processed carbohydrates and the vegetable oils and the seed oils, you're going to be just completely shedding fat. You're going to change in so many ways, and you're going to see a big difference in your body. That's pretty much the best way. That's the best way to do an elimination diet. There's really not too much aside from that because you're eating foods that you will optimally metabolize, that you will optimally use, that you will feel optimal on. So your nutrition is so important. Making sure that you're not eating bullshit, not eating that fucking crap. You know of what I speak. You know of what I speak. Let's see what we got here. All right, so drop a question in the comments below. Hashtag Ask a Papa Sworio, and we'll get to as many as possible today. Well, maybe not as many as possible. We'll get to a bunch because we got some more questions from Instagram and such. And if you're dropping stuff in the comments, we got that. Remember your 7 pillars. Always come back to that. Always come back to the 7 pillars. That's your checklist. That's your North Star. So if you're wondering in general, hey, what's the best exercise or workout to trim body fat? It's everything. It's a consistent training program. Let me actually go into that a little bit more because I just went off on the Matt Damon and I was very eager to push that button. Actually, you know what? Why not?
Matt Damon.
Fuck it. I'll hit that when I want. So the best workout. So that being said, I just went off on nutrition because I hate to use the word quick, but that's a very efficient way. That's going to really get you leaps and bounds closer to trimming down that body fat. Legit. You get your stress in order. You start meditating and you start lowering your stress. You sleep better, you hydrate better, and you cut out that bullshit and you eat real fucking food and you really focus on what I just mentioned earlier about the oils and the carbohydrates. You're sitting pretty. That's going to snowball really quick into you developing other habits because you're going to want to take that to the next level. You're going to feel so good. And those of you that have experience with what I just said, cutting out those types of foods, I mean, it's night and day, isn't it? So in terms of the workout, you want to do a total body strength training protocol, like some bodybuilding program, even just strength training. You want to be doing either upper body, lower body, push, pull, legs, chest and back, legs, arms. You could do upper body, lower body. I mentioned that. Total body, 3 days a week, plus some cardio or some other types of training. It doesn't really matter. Calisthenics. You could do so many different types of muscle resistance training, bands, kettlebells, doesn't matter. Some kind of fundamental program. If you're brand new, the program that we use or that we would all recommend, I believe inside the Swole fam, of course, Swole Mastery, or you can start with the 90-day dash. Those are great entry-level programs. And the Swole Mastery is the newer program that is designed for zero equipment that progresses into plyometric and explosive acceleration phase workouts towards the end. So it's for all levels and doesn't put a lot of pressure on equipment until you get to those higher levels, maybe dip bars or a pull-up bar. But most people have those if they're training. Very easy to access those too. So anyway, that being said, the training, you want to do a strength training program. And it's all those things, lowering stress and getting your nutrition in order. And that's going to come to community as well. So that's why the 7 pillars are so important, because if you're hanging around with shitty people or people that have terrible habits, they're more likely to keep you in those bad habit loops, and you reinforce those habits by with whom you spend time with and so forth. Let's see, scroll through up. Let's see. Candy Wheeler, Papa Swolio, is there a way to calculate your muscle mass, what your muscle mass should be for your body size, weight, fat ratio? I'm sure there are. Off the top of my head. I don't have like a website or a calculator. You know, I mean, it's definitely not BMI, but there's definitely ranges where you just look up a chart, you know, what you should be. You'll see what the general, it can calculate or give you a ballpark probably by BMI, but BMI has its flaws. So I'm sure there's some sort of general chart with like the body fat percentages associated with it. So just to kind of jump off that, understand that when you're measuring body fat, that women are going to hold more body fat than men. So the percentages where a female would be very happy and pleased with not having extra body fat, it's going to be at a higher percentage than a man. So a man might be in the high teens, whereas a female would be in the low 20s. So you'll look similar in terms of being lean, but for example, or the females it's natural to have more of a body fat percentage at a healthy weight and at a healthy, to be healthy and lean. And of course, not disrupt anything, like not disrupt your menstrual cycles and things of that nature. And one of the best ways to do that is to actually just look at pictures of people of various body fat percentages. But I just personally don't calculate that for myself. I don't calculate my body fat percentage. I don't even weigh myself. So it's just not really on my radar. I'm more curious actually as to where you're at. Why don't we talk about it? So Candy, if you're still watching, what's your height? How tall are you? Are you exercising currently? Like what's your situation? Let's see. Chris B, Papa Swolio, I've been fighting a cold since Friday and have missed workouts on Friday and Saturday. I'd like to do something tonight. Can you recommend something to do that won't kill you? Yeah, sleep. Been fighting a cold since Friday and have missed workouts on Friday and Saturday. So since last Friday, was it Sunday? So you've been fighting a cold, which means you're still fighting the cold. Do some yoga, do some yin yoga. That's what I would recommend, but take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Yin yoga is very, very passive. Smokey, what exercises can I do first thing in the morning when I wake up? Why isn't this showing? 1 second. Why isn't this test? Pop, test. Interesting. Huh. You can all hear me still, right? Why is that weird? This thing just crashed on my computer. Okay. What exercise can I do first thing in the morning when I wake up? Yoga. I meditate and I do mobility. I do like 20 minutes of mobility in the morning. So I would just do that. I would just do a little custom yoga flow. Just move, twist, bend, loosen up your neck, loosen up your shoulders, I usually stick to a pretty solid morning routine for my mobility. There's certain positions I like to focus on every morning that are always really tight, but I just focus on coding over those positions over and over again. Over the past year, I've increased my mobility a lot because, of course, when I started off with the quarantines, I've just kind of reinforced those habits and kept consistent to it. So personally, I like the meditation to mobility flow back to back. If that's what you refer to, I mean, you could do whatever. You could do a full blown workout. What exercise can you do first thing in the morning? You could do a full strength training workout. So it depends on what you mean in terms of just like waking up. You could do a morning flow or custom. We have morning flows. We have morning flows in the Swolenormous X yoga studio. You could also just do a standard little mobility, little tiny mini yoga flow or corrective exercise routine. I think it's just important. I think it's more important for me. I don't have it written down. I do it pretty consistently, a certain flow. So I think it's important, especially in the morning, to not think too much, to just get that going. And it's nice to do the same movements in a certain routine. That way you can hit all the areas that you really need to hit, but also you're able to relax the mind and code over the same movements every day, and you'll improve those more readily, as well as it's easier just to do those coats of paint first thing in the morning. You have to think and customize, or just do a full flow from the studio, 30 minutes, and just have someone lead you through it. Of course, like the yoga instructors inside Swolenormous X will walk you through and just follow as they dictate. But if you don't have that, if you're not an unlimited member, for example, you can do one of the free classes, or you can just, go over some classes on YouTube, and you can find something that you like and just repeat that reps. I do like repeating similar movements consistently because you do make progress, and you can really notice that when you have a certain position, like, oh, I'm so tight, I can't twist like this or move like this, and keep practicing that regularly. Just coats of paint. I didn't mean to close that question. Chris B, Papa Swolio, can you give me a kick in the ass? I'm new to working out and I don't want to slip into my bad habits again. You always motivate me when you give to people. A kick in the ass? Well, stop being a fucking beesh, Chris. Stop being a fucking beesh. Look at the card. This card says, don't be a beesh, Chris. You see that? You see that? See the writing there? That translates to stop being a beesh. You want a kick in the ass? I'll give you a kick right in the taint. I'm not going to waste it on some glute meat. I want that taint. I'm just going to fucking toe. It's a fucking toe, just toe punt. Kick in the ass. You're new to working out. Don't slip into your bad habits. Post up in the private group. Keep on tuning into the Daily Swole. Like, plug in. This is fucking church. Fucking taking you to fucking Swole Temple. Why do you think we're here every day? This is the daily cunt punt. The knowledge cock. Oh, that knowledge cock, that's a helicopter. That takes everything out. The old ball and chain. I have no idea what I just said. So let's move on quickly. Kat Wilson, Papa Swolio, any new Swolga in the works, please? My mom does it with me when I visit, and we love it. And yes, we'll be talking about that kind of stuff. We can talk more soon. You're going to have some more understanding of what's been going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff going on, but yes, there is definitely plans for every single section. No section is off the list. So we go through phases. We go through production phases with the content and focusing on, structural builds, program builds, and, yoga builds. And we just released those big sections inside the yoga studio. So we move from one target to the next, and we have some other big things on the horizon in terms of just in general for a lot of things are getting shaken up in a good way. So yes. And tomorrow we got some new releases, and it's going to be something that a bunch of you are going to be super stoked for, with the training content coming out. So yeah, we'll talk more tomorrow, and in upcoming episodes, you'll have some more context why you haven't seen some more Swole yet, but you will. So that's a long-winded answer. The answer is yes. It's all on the list. Well, thank you, Michelle. I'll never stop saying how much I love Swole Mastery. I haven't heard that lately, but thank you. No, I know you love it. Thank you so much. Can never hear that enough, and it's not an ego stroking thing. I enjoy it so much knowing that you're all being consistent and enjoying it. So of course we talk about joyful movement, kind of like, come on, do the fucking work, but it's just a bonus. It's a bonus when you're doing what gets you fucking results and you enjoy the fucking process of it, especially when you start seeing your first results and you start really seeing the progress. You get hooked. Mel, good question. Papa Swolio, is teabagging considered a form of squat? Yeah, that's very, very close to an ass to grass, only you're not going ass to grass. You're going, pretty much ass to face in that case. So indeed it is. Very effective one too. Very high rep. Let's see. Let's see. Kel Lee. Papa Swolio, what's your opinion on Pilates? Do you prefer yoga better? I do yoga regularly. I don't. I have some experience with Pilates, but not a lot. I do prefer yoga in many cases. It depends on what kind of Pilates you're referring to. I know there's mat Pilates, there's reformer Pilates, but I like yoga because I think it teaches more skills in terms of body control. I shouldn't say body control because, you can make argument. I'm not going to get into a whole thing because I'm not fully versed in Pilates as much as I'm experienced with yoga. But I do love the portability of yoga in many cases. Of course, with only needing a mat, I love connecting yoga with the breath. Not that there isn't connection with weight training or Pilates or other kind of work or kettlebell work. There's always the same pattern, but I just love the depth, the variety, the versatility, the portability of so many types of yoga and how that translates and how that completely dovetails over with meditation. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So that's my response, but curious if you do a lot of Pilates or you have experience with that, you could drop that in the comments. We could talk about it. Let's see here. Captain Helmet, where can I get those shades, man? You can get them on the interwebs. I believe I have them in my Amazon store. Check it out. Swolenormousx.com/links, unless you're in the Swole fam and you can go in there and it's right there in the library, right there in your homepage. Maria, any suggestions on how to deal with plantar fasciitis? Yeah, I would, you need to rest it. I would recommend doing before you start walking on it, you could do rolling. You could use a tennis ball, golf ball. I'd recommend a tennis ball first. Could be very painful to really loosen it up and mobilize. Like for me personally, it depends on your situation. You have really bad inflammation, you can go get that checked out by a medical professional or a therapist. But me personally, when I've had issues with plantar fasciitis, I've strengthened my anterior tibialis, been focusing on doing toe raises, for example, strengthening the front of your shin, the anterior tibialis, and also doing a lot of or working into yoga. The thing is with yoga, if you have a lot of inflammation in that plantar fascia, it's going to be really hard. You don't want to go yanking on it. So I would recommend rolling it out. You could ice it too. You can freeze a plastic water bottle and then roll your foot on it. Also, before you get out of bed, you can do the alphabet. I've always liked doing that, doing like the alphabet, the full capital letters alphabet before you start putting pressure on it. That way you're not just cranking on it when it's cold, then aggravating it right away. You could also do things like Epsom salt soaks and things of that nature. I'm not sure how much that will directly help, but the magnesium and that type of stuff can be very relaxing, and that might help you some. But when you have inflammation, one of the reasons why that's so tough is, first, is also where that's coming from, because that can come from muscles that are tight around your hip flexors that can cause some internal rotation of your thighs, and then which will cause a little bit of like over pronation, for example, with your foot. Could be putting pressure on your arch. So it depends on where it's coming from. It could come from muscles that are tight around your hips, or it can come from something more local around your ankles. Are you wearing heels a lot? Mouth is dry. Are you wearing heels a lot? Are you in heels a lot, or are you sedentary a lot during the day? Let me try to catch up here. All right. Hashtag, of course, ask Papa Swolio if you want a chance to be featured. You got a question. Hashtag go to the fucking gym, GTTFG, to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away shortly. And of course, before we get into some more questions, if you're interested in joining the Swole fam, tomorrow's episode is a priority access episode only. It's our accountability meeting, beaches. It's our fucking accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time. Make sure you're there. We'll be streaming that live inside Swolenormous X, so inside Swole TV. We have Swole Chat ready to go for those of you that don't want Zuckerberg looking over your shoulder, watching you stroke it to those new releases. I know. It's absolutely. Is
this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
Orgasmic. Those new releases are just next level. Anyway, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, our accountability meeting, so it will not be a public cast. So if you never want to miss a single episode, join the Swole fam today. Swolenormousakis.com. Again, that's Swolenormousakis.com. Swolenormousx.com for y'all gringos. All right, let's see what else we got. So there you go, Swolenormousx.com. Of course, those of you, podcast fam.
He's heating up!
Podcast fam, where are we at here?
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
To protect me from AIDS. It's good advice. Just stay away. Keep those gypsy tears close. What was I going to say? Listen, you can bang your ear holes with the Daily Swole with the Papa Swole and the fam over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So check out the podcast, the Mancast there. Let's go back to the show. What we got here? Oh, we got a good question. We got some more questions live. Let's see what we got. Live beaches? Live peeps? Don't be a tainty magooch. That's wise. Let's see. Ren, what is teabagging? That's when a man, of course, I mean, it depends on how you define a man nowadays, but a human with a ball sack, I'll put it that way, stands over and preferably a suspecting victim. I want to say unsuspecting, but that's sexual assault, and drops the ball sack onto the person's. It depends on if you're going for Arabian goggles or not. It's not important. It's not important, but you can, and literally you're just dipping your sack like a tea bag. Like, hey, you would dip a tea bag, only you're doing it with testicles. You're doing it with a ball sack, a scrotum. So there you have it. Moving right along. Good question.
He's heating up!
We got this,
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everyone. The Sunday Funday Q&Anus. Okay. So, these are the important questions. These are the things that really everyone's wondering. So for all the content that I put out, and talk about going to the gym, exercise, nutrition, the questions I get are, what's teabagging? Sit right there on my lap, Lassie. Let me tell you a good old ripping yarn. Let me tell you a story.
My name's Forrest Gump.
About the good old sack. Oh, Hector de Jesus. What's going on? I used to listen to you on my way to work, but now I listen to your podcast at home, which is awesome. Swole family. Thank you. Oh, any way you like to consume. These are the questions. These are the questions that we have. These are the answers that we need. This is what we need. This is what we do. This is what we do. All right, Dragon Lady 24 asks, Papa Swolio, how do I gains the booty? How do I gains the booty? I like that. How do we gains the booty without getting giant legs? You train your glutes more. You do more hip extension movements rather than doing tons and tons of squats. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want, you'll get a butt. You'll get a butt. Just do more isolation, or it's not really isolation. You know, when you're working your hips, when you're doing hip thrusts, when you're doing, whether it's barbell, hip bridges and hip thrusts and things of that sort, kettlebell swings, it's great. You're not going to get the same type of, range of motion for the quads. It's not as quad dominant. It's more hip hinge, is more posterior chain. What's wrong with, most women aren't going to get massive, like huge fucking legs. It takes a lot to get a woman. It takes a lot to get a woman to build muscle. It takes a lot for women to build muscle. It takes a long time. It's not easy. Now, where was I? What the fuck is going on here? So, like things like hip bridges, kettlebell swings, you're not going to get massive quads from that, but you definitely want to do those. I would just throw in some more hip bridge exercises, things that take the quads more out of the equation. You're not going to get giant legs, Romanian deadlifts, hip bridges, kettlebell swings. Definitely do your squats, but when you do your squats, you don't have to do powerlifting. You don't have to do 3-rep max. You can do sets of 20 to fucking failure. You'll be blitzed, especially if you're not doing a crazy caloric surplus. You're not going to have the actual calories and the protein and to build massive legs. And you also don't have the testosterone. And it would take so long. And it takes such, and I'm not trying to downplay. There are women that are fucking animals, but you ladies know what I'm talking about. How hard you have to train because you're not pumping out testosterone like guys are. You're not building muscle at the same rate and to the same volume. And I'm not saying you can't be that disciplined and I'm not saying that a woman can't train that hard, but you're talking about literally going all fucking in. That's like your obsession. You're not going to go casually and just get huge fucking legs unless there's a lot of fat on top of it. So you're talking about top tier results, which is certainly possible, but it takes that same type of discipline. So the input has to match that. And if you're not really training at that level and it's not that much of a focal point of your life, which, as long as you're getting all your 7 pillars, you don't have to be like a fucking professional athlete, but you have to be realistic with how much effort you're putting in. So just some thoughts on that. Hopefully that answered the question. What's wrong with giant legs? I see that. Anna L, why do people think they will get huge? It's not easy to bulk like that because you go on social media and what do you see? You see everyone that's huge. You see everyone that's big. You always see the outliers. Why? Because they go viral, because it's an unusual story. Oh, the person that lost 200 pounds in 5 days. How the fuck did he do it? Well, they sucked it out with a tube, but oh my God, was it fast? So people always see the results. You don't see the hard work. You only see the end point. You only see the you see the finished product, right? So you don't see the effort. People see me now like, how long did it take you to get like that? My entire life. Like, what the fuck is it? What kind of a question is that? How long did it take you to get that big? My entire life. Was I always trying to bulk? No, but everything in my entire life led me here. So there's your answer. And people ask these questions. And people ask those questions as if the longer the time you've been lifting, the bigger you're going to be. And that's not how it works. You go through these different phases unless you're constantly trying to bulk endlessly. So your body size and how much muscle you have is completely irrelevant. Honestly, it's completely irrelevant to how long you've been lifting, because you have to, if you want to be as big as you could possibly be, then you have to have this constant drive to be as big and as lean or whatever as you can possibly be. And that's absolutely exhausting unless it's your profession, unless you're a professional bodybuilder or that kind of, you do competitions, then yeah, you have goals like that. But that's exhausting. And most people go through phases where they bulk for a while and they kind of like back off, and it depends. I mean, I definitely did like to get as big as I possibly could for so long. I did that for so long. I still train with that mindset, but I definitely don't do the same volume always. I go through phases, but I take more of a longevity approach. And I found that how I feel since I've changed up my training, my joints, my body just feels so much better than I ever have in my life, that I'm very hesitant to go back or to adjust or to leave the patterns that and the new habits that I've built in terms of that. So, it all depends on what you want to get out of it. Good point. Good question. Good statement, I should say. Let's see. Oh, we got a burp coming. Hold on.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
How dare you?
Oh, Greta, my fucking
He's heating up.
Lord. Summon the Falcon. That was all time. An 8 out of 10. Randy, you is a fucking beesh.
First,
there is no way.
Back
there is not a
literally fuck your own face.
That was next fucking level.
Good shit, Derek.
That was on fire. Come on now. That was a good out. That was nice. SH, Papa Swolio, would ankle weights or a weight vest be helpful while walking to get stronger? Would it help build muscles? Not really. I don't care what anyone says. Ankle weights, don't wear ankle weights. Don't. You shouldn't have things hanging off your ankles, swinging them. Trust, I did it in high school. I did it for a little bit. We're going to get big legs, put 5-pound ankle weights around our ankles while we walk around school. Stupid shit. That's dumb. It's terrible. You don't need to. It's going to put pressure on your tendons and jack up your patellar tendon and stuff. A weight vest is different. A weight vest does provide overload. You just got to be careful. I wouldn't go jogging with that or do much at first. So yeah, you could wear that. Just be careful with impact, because even a small amount, even a couple pounds, creates massive increases in impact. So like multiples of impact every time you're taking a step, every time you're if you're running or trying to jump. So it's very little is needed, but you can definitely use a weight vest when you're doing pull-ups or push-ups or training. Like, sure, wearing it all the time, I'd be careful. If you wear it all the time, a very, very small amount to start. I don't know how old you are or anything, but you don't need to wear a weight. I've never worn a weight vest like that regularly. I've never done that. And so you don't need it to build muscle, but it definitely provides overload on your skeleton. But also, if you wear a weight vest, it can restrict your ability to breathe efficiently just because of the weight if it's too compressed around you. Just a thought. I mean, some people just like to challenge themselves and do shit that's uncomfortable, and there's nothing wrong with it. You just go fucking David Goggins style and just, I'm wearing a fucking weight vest because I'm a bitch. Want a piggyback ride? I don't know if that was a good impression at the end. Let's see here. Sonia Thornton. Hello. All right. I'm Papa Swolio. I'm 5'7", 140 pounds, and I lost weight. However, I have added more muscle mass. Any suggestions? What do you mean? That's a statement, right? I'm 5'7", 140, and I lost weight. However, I added more muscle mass. That's great. That's fantastic. That's fucking great. That's fan-fucking-tastic.
Hadouken! Shoryuken!
Yeah, nothing wrong. I mean, what's your question? Suggestions? Keep going. You've added more muscle mass. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to lose more weight? Are you don't get obsessed with that scale. 5'7", 140 pounds. 5'7", 140. That's probably pretty decent, right? Like, are you? It doesn't sound too. 5'7". That sounds like a. I always try to approximate off the top of my head. 5'7", 140. You know, as you build muscle. Yeah, I mean, because you didn't really give me any context with there. With that, have you done an elimination? Have you cut out? Are you looking at your nutrition? Because I mean, it'll make you feel better at minimum. Like if you're trying to lose more body fat or something like that, or lean out or feel better or have better performance, I would take a look at your nutrition. Oh, you want to add muscle mass? Okay. So are you training appropriately? Are you training to gain more muscle mass? Like what's up? So you better best be lifting weights. Like keep going, keep your protein and your fats higher, keep your carbohydrates on the lower end. Have you looked at an elimination diet? What's your nutrition like? And what's your training protocol like? Are you not gaining fast enough? Like, or what are you not satisfied with? Because it sounds like you're doing it. You lost weight and you gained muscle. That's hashtag goals. Hashtag goals, beesh. So keep going.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
So where are you stuck is my question. Where are you stuck? Where are you stuck? Oh, I smell bacon. I smell bacon. Pedro, Papa Swolio, is it true that you and Gymshark guy from Biggest Loser are doing a reality show together? The Falcon and the Beesh. Well, you know, Pedro, you never go full Steve. Never have, and I never will. The Falcon and the Beesh. Summons a falcon. Summons a falcon! I bring the falcon on command. Whenever I please. Let's take another question. Certainly. Papa Swolio, I can only do hip bridges laying on the floor. Don't have the equipment to do them properly. Is there any other way to do them that would be better than the floor? Hope this makes sense. Okay, so hip bridges, like a standard hip bridge, don't have the equipment to do them properly. Are you talking about weights or just body weight? So you could do them on the edge of a couch. You could do them on the ground. You could do them single leg. If you're talking about with weights, there are some other ways. If it's not kettlebell swings, for example, or doing, if you want to mimic it, you can also do pull-throughs with a band, with elastic band under the bottom of like a door. You can grab from between your legs and do like a hip hinge that way. Can you tell from like this angle? Like a thrust. So it's coming from behind you from the low angle from a door, and you're holding it, the band, like a rope maybe that wraps around some bands. So you can do resistance band, and it very closely mimics, as far as bands go, to a kettlebell swing, that kind of hip extension. But hip extension is what you're doing for bridges. So that would be a good one to do if that explained it. Is that one that might be in a swollen that might be in a swollen 7, no? You got it, CERN? You understand? That might be in a swollen 7, the swollen 7 band section. I'd have to go check, but that exercise will be in, remember we talked about the new, like the glute training stuff that we talked about for X, like in the past, this quarter or this year. We talked about some upcoming things we're working on. So yeah, that'll be one of those exercises. That's somewhere. I swear that's got to be in the swollen 7 in the band section. But all right, let's see here. What we got? What we got here? RV, the elimination diet seems to be so underrated but so effective. It's because it's not fancy, because it's not a quick fix. It's not something you can just take in a fucking pill. You know, it's nothing super radical. It really is not. Come on. The elimination diet, drop a comment down below, right? The elimination diet is not radical. It's just not eating shit food and people can't handle it. Oh my God, my head explodes. Not eating trash. Oh my God. It's like, it's just not eating shit food. And people can't understand that process of just not eating the garbage fucking shit. No, but I need a cheat day. You don't actually at all. Period. End of story. You don't. If you're eating the right fucking foods, you're always satisfied. I'm hungry for my food. I never get tired of it. I'm always satisfied. I feel fucking great. I don't get bloated. I mean, I get bloated if I fucking eat too much and I had a hard workout and I just stuff my face with like too much steak or something, or I have some berries right after and it's just not a good combo or something in the moment. I overindulge. It happens. We all do it. It's all in the net. But when you feel full off steak, like grass-fed beef, it's different than when you're getting full off McDonald's or crap, because you're getting in a fraction of the calories and you're getting full from all the nutrition. You just have way too much actual real shit going on in your body. Your body's like, I'm good. And that's why you keep feeling so hungry after you eat garbage fast food, because one, your blood sugar crashes. So you feel that hunger impact. And also you didn't get any nutrition. So your body says, hey, yo, we still need like vitamins and minerals and shit. We still need actual food. So we're hungry still. Not to mention the vegetable oils and all that just gums up and fucks up your feedback mechanisms. All a hot mess. Kashina, Papa Swolio, when doing an elimination diet, is there a need to focus on FODMAP foods as well, or just start with a strict elimination? And how often should I be testing foods? So while you're doing it, or you mean checking your shit afterwards? Because technically, everyone that goes through an elimination diet, technically you're always on it. And the reason why I say you're always on it is because once you find out which foods work best for you, just saying, listen, and you find out certain ones fuck your world up, are you going to be eating those ones that fuck your world up? If you are, you're just punishing yourself. But if you're a rational human, hey, I'm not going to eat the foods that give me violent diarrhea and blow up my stomach and give me fucking migraines. So chances are, I'm just going to assume that you're a rational human being. You know, maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but that you're not going to eat foods that make you feel like dog shit. Okay, well, people do drink to excess. You get my point. So assuming that if a food doesn't work out for you, you're not going to consume it, then you're technically all on your own custom elimination, which is really your individualized diet, which is really the sum of of the foods that you are intaking. So you're always on your own elimination diet. You're just determining what that is. And it's not that you're constantly, oh my God, I'm restricting myself. You're just eating the foods that you want, but it's like saying half glass is half full, half empty. You're eating an elimination diet, or you're eating the foods that work optimally for you. I take the second one because that's what you're doing. It's what you're fucking doing. All right. That being said, let's see the FODMAP foods. You're talking about the like the certain foods that have those the sugars that might not digest as well, like certain berries and certain fruits. Those things are all on the table. That's all elimination. So they overlap. So a FODMAP food or an elimination food, the elimination supersedes all of that, because if you're eliminating FODMAP foods, well, you're eliminating specific foods. So the foods that you will eliminate are also dependent, I would say, the extremity or the depth of how strict you do an elimination should also coincide with how severe your situation is. So if you have a lot of fucking issues, if you're dealing with diabetes, always check with your doctor. But if you have like really a lot of fucking issues and you're jacked up, you're in discomfort and you're having all these you need to cut shit fucking out. You need to do it. All right. But if you feel good, you could feel better and do better. And, you don't necessarily have to go you don't have to go super excessively granular, but whatever you cut out, you can test. Whatever you cut out, if you don't cut it out, you can't test it. So maybe for your first elimination, you don't want to get rid of eggs. You eat pastured eggs, you eat quality eggs. Okay. So maybe you don't need to, but if you don't remove eggs from your nutrition and you don't see as much improvement, then you should, from where you started, then maybe eggs are the culprit. Maybe you have issues with eggs for whatever reason. And also it could be your gut biome. And there's so much we don't know about that, but it could just be what your body is used to and that transition over. So sometimes people try these, eating really healthy foods and getting on a better nutrition, and they feel like crap for a little while, and they understand it's like, well, your body doesn't really have the capacity, or it doesn't have all the, the bacteria in your gut helps with the digestion of these foods. And if you don't have a lot of experience, or you don't eat a lot of, let's just say, well, what I consume, or like grass-fed beef or sweet potatoes or this, and you just eat a lot of junk food, it's a serious change. It's a very night and day light switch type change. So you might feel like, ooh, might have a little bit of some reactions based on the composition of your gut biome too. So how often should I be testing foods? So if you're after an elimination diet, you want to do it for 6 to 8 weeks and then be testing one food at a time. And you can do single eliminations or do more unique or specific or targeted eliminations in the future if you still feel like you have issues, or as long as you're more aware. Well, one thing that the elimination diet really does well is during that period that you first do it, it makes you connect better with your body. You understand and you notice how directly that you understand and you feel, you can sense, and you really connect with that direct impact of what you consume and how you feel. And you carry that on. Most people carry that forever because you're always aware, oh, I ate something and I felt bad. You connect it with that. You're not just like, oh, I feel really bloated today. I wonder what that is. Maybe I have the flu. No, maybe it's because you fucking ate 3 cheeseburgers at Burger King 2 fucking hours ago, you moron. Right? So it helps you understand, oh, well, I ate this. I had cereal today. Again, I haven't had cereal in a few weeks and I have a huge headache. It's like, yeah, that's probably not reacting well, all the gluten and garbage and corn and soy in the cereal, and the sugar water, that's the garbage, grain-fed cow, unhealthy animal, milk that you don't need, just sugar, white sugar. So it just connects you with your reality more. But it's just, I'm just reading some comments. I know I went off on that for a while, but it's important. It's important. It's not complicated. It's so basic and simple. This is why people don't have better results, because you have all these people that are looking for a more complicated answer. And you have all these people that be like, oh no, it's not that easy. And they're addicted. So either you have people that are, and you're missing it. It's like, no, you went past it. You went past it. You ran right past it. It's at the beginning. That's why the 7 pillars are so fundamental. That's why they're pillars, because they hold everything else up. The people you surround yourself with, the quality of the food that you eat, the training protocol that you utilize to get you to where you want to go. Does it match your recovery, your sleep, your hydration, your mobility, making sure that your body moves the way it's fucking supposed to, and taking care of your mental stress, lowering stress and lowering insulin levels and decreasing insulin resistance. These are the most important things that you could do to take care of your body. It covers it, and doing it every day. It's like, focus on that shit. It's so simple. People don't even think, master the basics. Everyone's trying to find the supplement, or is creatine good for building muscle? Well, how about a really consistent, properly periodized and progressed training protocol with yoga, with proper nutrition, sleep, hydration, not binge eating, not binge drinking, not slacking and not sleeping and skipping workouts, and doing that for 5 years. How about that? Oh, I'd rather take 2 scoops of a creatine and a pre-workout and suck down some whey protein and, I don't know, go to CrossFit twice a month and get amazing results. I don't know. People are just, they don't understand They don't put in it's not just the work, it's doing it properly, but they just don't put in the effort to actually, they just dismiss it. People are overcomplicating things. And that's in part of the fitness industry and marketing and all these supplements and the distraction from what fundamentally works. I mean, it doesn't mean that nothing else works. It just means they don't work without those fundamentals. Skylar, I read an article where a man got sick when he moved to Europe because the food was fresh there and he was used to the processed food in the US. That's gross. Makes sense too. Randy, most people can't comprehend the idea of not dedicating an entire day to eating shit food. Pedro, what do you think about Bill Gates buying all that land and trying to get us to move to a meat substitute? That dude is a jabroni and not someone to take health advice. Just me, though. Well, one thing I will say, a lot of these proponents of all the plant-based stuff, you ever see the doctors and people that push this stuff? They are some dweeby, shriveled up, unhealthy looking fucks. Legit. Some of these vegan doctors or vegan experts that people link me to. What do you think about this guy? But this guy said this. And I look, I'm like, oh my God, does that guy even have does he have any muscle on his body? There's one guy, I forget what his name is, hardcore vegan, huge in the vegan community. And I see his stuff pop up and I just like looked at it. I've heard his name. So I Googled him one day. I'm like, oh my God, this guy looks so unhealthy. And then you go and you look at people that promote carnivore stuff. And I'm not saying one is better than, I'm not saying carnivore is ideal. I think more towards that. I think like carnivore based, but like you look at the people that do more carnivore and they're like muscular and ripped and healthy and vibrant and good looking skin. The vegans are all pale and shriveled and big old glossy eyes and their teeth are all jacked up and they just look unhealthy. I'm not saying you can't look good being you're always got people that complain. You know what I'm talking about. Go look at a comparison. Google it. Google carnivore people and then Google vegan people or vegan, or like look at the names of the proponents of it. Like the people that study, that talk about it, like the big names in the industries. I'm not saying it's the same across the board, but it's pretty fucking ridiculous. What do I think? I think it's fucking gross. Look, if you can actually, with long-term science, if you can make and bioengineer grass-fed beef, that's legit the same fucking thing. If you could, and it was the same benefit, I mean, I think everyone would be like, all right, that's kind of weird, but if it's literally the same, you're going to be waiting a long time for that. I don't trust any of that. I don't trust that shit. Or plant meat or plant. No, are you talking about just the plant, like the bio meat? I mean, the soy or just the fake meat? Hell fucking no. It's gross when they make the fake blood. Look, if you're eating a plant burger, but you want it to look like it's bleeding, what the fuck are you doing? And you're going to say, no, it's not just for vegans. It's not just for vegans. It's for people that want to be healthier. Yeah, that's even worse. If you're a vegan and you want to eat a thing that looks like it's bleeding and meat, you're fucking twisted. I don't want to eat any animals. I want it to look like it fake bleeds. That's fucking weird. And then if you're doing it for health, why the fuck do you think that would be healthier for you? Just with basic common sense. Not to mention science, but just basic common sense. Give me a break. Gross. And you can look, if you want to do that kind of stuff, if you want to eat, if you want to be a vegan, then look, it's up to you, right? It's your choice. Fine. If you feel whatever. I'm sure like a small percentage of the population can do it and do it well and healthy. There you go. There's always outliers, right? Most people that do it don't continue because it's not sustainable for the vast majority of people that try it, which is why our world isn't 100% and shouldn't be. We're humans. Now, what was I going to say about that? I forgot what I was going to say. Where was I going? I was going to say, just eat whole foods. Eat the whole thing. Eat the whole fucking food. Don't eat that fake ass meat stuff. You're in denial. In other words, if you're going to do it, eat the real food. Sucking down like soy shakes and stuff. Oh, God, fuck. We got any vegans watching live? Some of you, some people in the Swole fam, some Swole fam are vegans. It's up to you. I don't get it. Not in comparison, especially because I've done both. I told you I've done that. I've done a lot of plant. I've done vegetarian. I think I did vegan for a little bit. Nope, couldn't do it. Could not do it. Oof, it was not. There you go, Cerny. Oh, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like them. Ordered my beef organ supplements from Amazon. Can't wait to see them. Those are good. Good stuff. Organ meats, nothing like it. Anyway, eat real food. I think we can all agree on that across the board. Don't eat fake meat and candy and crap. Let's see. Casey's Garage. When transitioning to the elimination diet, is it all right to finish the crap already in the fridge? Getting better food, but I can't afford to just throw away the food I already have. I mean, is it all right? You tell me. I'm not going to make that decision for you. I say you make the change. I mean, you can't afford to throw it away. Like if you can't afford, like really, you can't afford to buy more food. Like if it's going to be the difference between you starving to death, then don't do it. That should be obvious. But you're just delaying starting. So I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, I would, if you literally can't afford to get any more food, then don't throw it out. Survive. So I wouldn't. I mean, you have to clean out your environment. You're gonna finish it all, like all the shit. I mean, just delaying the start. So it's up to you. Let's see. Papa, just to follow up, Maria, no heels because I'm working from home. Running is halted. I'm riding my bike for cardio. I'll be swimming again soon. Yeah, I wonder if it's your calves. I mean, when you're riding the bike, your calves, your gastrocnemius also flexes the knee a lot, or helps with knee flexion. So if you're doing a lot of biking, that's why a lot of cyclists have big calves because the gastroc crosses the knee joint. So it helps with knee flexion. So that could be tightening up your calves and giving you too much tension and causing tension on the bottom. So foam rolling too can help. I would say chill out on the biking. Like, are you riding your bike outside or hard? Or are you on like a stable? I would keep an eye on the bike riding because maybe that's it. If you've been doing that a lot, it could play a role in it. Because you're also sitting down, so you're tightening up your hip flexors, which can compound that and cause tension on your plantar fascia. But just some thoughts. All right. I think we're about good. There you go, Ren. I'm vegan and I don't look sick and I'm very healthy indeed because of all the tea bagging, right? Because all the tea bagging. We got this. Yow. Yow.
Because stickers?
Yeah, there you go. Brought that full circle. I don't eat the fake meat rubbish. There you go. Good. As long as you're eating real food. There you go. Because of all that. Let's see here. Papa Swolio, call it a Matt Damon, but what's the difference between veganism and vegetarianism? Vegetarians sometimes will eat. Vegan is no animal products or like nut. A lot of vegans don't even have honey because they come from a bee. So vegetarians will often have eggs and stuff like that. You know, if you have fish, you're pescatarian, but vegetarians are sometimes more lax with, cheese and things like that. Vegans, no animal products. And veganism's also, it depends on why you do it. Vegans sometimes are not doing it for health reasons. Look, we always talk about it. There's a lot of morality and altruism with veganism, as if, it depends on why you're being a vegan. If you're doing it for the religious purposes, I mean, fuck off. If you're eating vegan because every other type of nutrition from grass-fed beef and wild fish and all that kind of stuff is just absolutely just like wrecks you. And then you eat what's optimal for you. So if you're one of those people that, a unique individual that's just the best thing from everything that you've actually tried, then you do you. Like I would do the same thing. If I felt amazing doing vegan, if I felt amazing and I felt terrible when I had meat, why wouldn't you? That'd be silly. So I'm not judging that, but if you're, get off your high horse, and don't forget that humans are animals too. So take care of yourself. Stop treating yourself like shit because you think you're helping a bunny. All right. I'll eat that bunny. I'll eat that shit. Tail first. Always ass first, fam. All right. Let's see. Go to the fucking gym hashtag. We're good with questions. That's a lot of questions. We got into that. All right. So we got some go to the fucking gym. Looks good, right?
You can.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ah, yeah. Oh, shit. Your local supermarket sells whole rabbits. Oh, you don't want to get, what is it? Rabbit starvation? What do they call it? Because the meat's too lean. If you just have rabbit, you eventually die because you don't get enough fat. Okay. Anyway. Oh, welcome. The Wilkie Way. Good morning, fam and Papa Swolio. Nearly 6 a.m. in Germany. My first live stream. Welcome. We're just finishing up here, but thank you. Hit that subscribe button. Okay. Before we give away today's Swole card, a reminder. Let me just go into this again. A reminder that tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time, exclusively inside Swolenormous X Swole TV, we are streaming the accountability meeting. So tomorrow's episode 1753 is for members only. If you want to join, you can get started for less than $5 motherfucking bucks over at swolenormousx.com, swolenormousx.com, swolenormousx.com. Join the Swole fam today. We got new releases. We got awesome Swole fam posts. We'll take some questions and live questions. So private Q&A for members tomorrow. If you have any questions that didn't get hit here, we'll be there tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time. Motherfucking new releases. Go get some. And of course, make sure you are checking out our other shows. We got the Daily Swole wherever you like to listen to your Mancast, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, of course. But also, you got some other shows. You got the Swolenormous audio experience. You got Red, White, and Swole, and you have the Swolenormous Procast. So give that a look-see. And check out our other shows. We got some new releases also, of course. We got all the channels. We got the Swolenormous channel on YouTube. We got the Papa Swolio channel on YouTube. Did I open that one up? We got the Papa Swolio channel on YouTube. Do I have that one here? No, I don't have that one here. That's all good. We got the Daily Swole channel. We got, what we got here? We got Swolenormous Pro channel. We got some Nuts on Chin on the Swolenormous channel. We got it all. So make sure you check out and leave a review. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, make sure you leave a review. It helps a ton. And if you don't, you're a beesh. And no one wants to be a beesh. Like, why bother? Why bother being a beesh? Ren, I will never look at a tea bag the same again.
Yow.
How dare you?
Well, because now it's going to look like a bag of, it's going to look like a scrotum. It's going to look like a ball sack. Yeah. It's going to look it's going to look like a sack of nuts. Yeah, like a bag of man testicles. A nice scrot. Just tickling the tip, the surface of the water, the ripple, the little subtle vibration, the gentle ease in which the sack dips between, just drifts below the surface. The displacement, the saccular displacement of that tea bag. It's really something special. Let's give away today's Swole card. Here we go. Go to the fucking gym, shall we? Get it going. Who wants to go to the fucking gym? Ooh. Rayon Vilpido, congratulations! Feliz Navidad. No, I'm kidding. That's the only song I know. Congratulations. I don't think this is going to go away. I think I hit the button twice. I did. Congratulations, RV. Everyone say congratulations. on winning today's Swole cards. Get some applause, motherfucker. Congratulations. Let me hide that button. Let me put that there. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1750 dose in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. We'll send you this fucking Swole card. Am I right? Am I right? We'll send you that Swole card. By the way, the next batch of Swole cards will be going out shortly. We got the new in. So those of you that are waiting on Swole cards, we got your back. Papa Swolio's got your back. We're here. Come on, we got it.
Stop whining.
I know you were missing. I know you were missing out. I know you've been missing your Swole cards. Don't worry, they're coming. They're coming.
Stop whining.
There you go. There you go. Hey, my first Swole card. Congratulations. Again, congratulations, everyone. Everyone understands. You remember your first time? You remember your first time? You remember your first time. Remember your first time you had the breach, the ball sack breach, when that first time that tip just pushes through? Just boom. And then you're just one of us. One of us. I remember my first Swole. Everyone remembers their first time, right? Everyone remembers their first Papa Swolio cast. Everyone remembers their first man cast. All right, congratulations. Let's put this beach to bed. Everyone's popping cherries. Yeah, it's the evening cast with Papa Swolio and the Swole fam. All right, sexy times. All right, Tessie, let's put this beach away. Here we go. Cover your nips. Oh my, good Lord, Falcon. Calm your tits. Good gracious. Good gracious, Ignatius. Sit your ass down, Falcon. I know you're hungry. You told me before that you're hungry. We have to end the show. I know, it was a great show. We did a lot of questions. It was fantastic. It's an evening cast. Can I remove the card, please? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Muchísimas gracias. We put the Tessie away and they stop with them. Before the Falcon finds out. Flee from the Falcon. The Falcon is everywhere. Tessie want to hit the drums tonight. She want to hit the drums. Don't worry, I got the next one. Next one's on me. Next one's on Papa. Next one's on that. That one's on the house. Nailed it. Fuck it every time.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Lieutenant Dane.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
All right. Very nice. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 1752 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow for 1753. Swole fam members, remember, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Time, we are live inside Swole TV and inside the private Facebook group. But yeah, inside Swole TV, you can watch it anywhere you want, right inside Swole TV or inside the private Facebook group. We'll go all over. We'll bust all over those new releases. And of course, we'll just have a lot of fun. So you can learn more. Sign up today if you're not yet a member, Swolenormousx.com. And I'll see you tomorrow for 1753. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight
all right,
jacket.
Falcon, we fucking nailed it. Another one in the bag. I know. You got a little out of hand. You got a little out of hand. You were so good the entire episode, and then you just lost your fucking beat. All right? I don't know what got under your wing, but I'm not having it. I will feed you. I will feed you. I always feed you. And you're always a twat, and I don't understand. Let's go get some Falcon food. Wanna go? Okay, go. Let's go.
My shit is relevant, our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no